Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're finally doing a review on the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth new foundation. This has SPF 23 and this is for normal to dry skin, and I know a lot of people have been asking for this foundation for a while because everyone knows the matte version, which one is for oily skin, and finally it's got a big sister, so I'm gonna try this out. Okay, so just before we jump into the review, I just want to talk to you a little bit about my skin and the skin condition right now, because that's kind of important when it comes to foundation. So my skin type is oily in the T-zone, and I'm quite dry on the side, especially on this side. My skin is very dry, and this is where I normally get all my small spots or like reaction to products. So here this area is very sensitive and dry in the same time. And also I have a lot of redness always on this area, especially now because I just had my shower. So we're gonna prime before we start because I already can feel I'm so dry. So I'm gonna start with the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream just to moisturize. And normally when I use this cream I always get quite red, but I really love it because it smells great and really moisturizing. So we're gonna moisturize with this one, and then this is gonna be kind of our primer as well. Also just want to mention that I'm normally not a dewy foundation girl. I really love using the Catrice HD liquid coverage foundation. This is a matte finish. The reason I love using this because I don't need to use any setting powder after this. This is drying down matte and I just don't need to do anything after that, applying my powder products perfectly. So this is just kind of an easy step for me. But dewy foundation normally doesn't last long on me, but we're gonna do a wear test on this. We're gonna go Starbucks baby and then do some stuff, and we're just gonna do a little bit of wear test. So I've got the shade 115 Ivory, and this was the lightest shade in Guardian, which I do have an issue with it. I know you guys also have issue not finding a dark enough shade, but I have issue not finding a light enough shade for myself. And just to compare, I have the matte version, which is the normal to oily skin, and I'm not really a fan of this foundation. I don't really use it or reach for it. And I've got the shade 120 Classic Ivory, and that's why I wanted to get a lighter shade because this is a tiny bit darker. But this one without the pump, not a fan of it. I just don't really reach for it. It's not enough coverage for me, and yeah, I just don't really like it. But the new version coming with the pump, which is great. So we're gonna apply the foundation with a sponge. I don't really like to use brushes. It's just leaves too much product on my face, and I love to use a sponge because it removes the excess product. Okay, I think the shade might be a little bit off, but as I said, this is the lightest shade. I'm gonna use 2 pump first, and what I like to do, I just put my sponge in it, and where's my mirror, and I always start this area, so just let's see. Actually the shade is not bad. It did look a little bit too yellow when I applied on my hand. The coverage is definitely I would say a hard light and medium, like definitely not full coverage. I can see some glow coming through, but I'm not sure if it's the magic cream or it's actually the foundation. Just keep in mind the sponge also taking away some of the products, so that's why it has a little bit of less coverage than if I would apply with the brush. But I'm not mad at it. I think it looks pretty good and does have a bit of glow. I had to put a little bit more product because it was not enough. So now I'm kind of trying to build up the coverage. Let's see if that's gonna work. It does have a nice scent, like very light, not strong at all, kind of like baby product. I think Ali also mentioned this, that it has like a baby product smell. So this area, you can see it's built up nicely, but it's definitely a nice sorry, not nice shade match. For me, it's still dark, so definitely this 115 is not light enough. Just finished applying the foundation on this side of my face, and let's just compare it to this side. So coverage is a medium. I wouldn't say it's full coverage at all. And let's show you guys a close-up. So I'm gonna go ahead, finish the rest of my face, and I'm gonna come back and let you guys know what do I think, and we're gonna set the face and see how does it work with the powder. So my whole face is done, covered with foundation, and this is definitely a dewy foundation, I can tell you that. Very nice glowy, but I'm not sure how do I feel about this actual shade. It does look kind of yellow on me right now. We're gonna use some concealer just to brighten up the look a little bit and have some coverage under these eye bags, on these eye bags. Okay, now I feel like we're getting there. So we're gonna apply my favorite powder, the Latte Mercier setting powder, and because this is a dewy foundation, I assume you're supposed to just put the powder like your under eyes and just set certain areas, because otherwise if you set it with a powder, obviously it's not gonna stay dewy. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just apply some powder under eyes, make sure these area is not gonna sweat and our mascara not gonna transfer, just these areas. And I like to set here. I also like to set my forehead because I get quite oily, as I said earlier, oily and sweaty around these areas. And I think that's it with the powder. Okay, so this is my face applying the powder, foundation. What you guys think? Does it still look dewy? Not sure. Let's just finish the rest of the makeup and we're gonna find out what do I think about this product. Okay, I just finished the rest of my makeup and I definitely have my thoughts on this. What you guys think? Quickly now, let me know in the comments right now before I say anything what you guys think of this finish. Okay, so I have to say I feel like my skin looks dry. I know, I don't know how, it kind of looks dry, but on the other side, when it says dewy and for dry skin, it might means that like if you have dry skin, you're gonna feel moisturized, you're gonna feel better than if you would use matte foundation, which is for oily skin. But I have to say I don't feel dry at all. I think it feels quite nice and moisturized, but for some reason I do feel like my skin looks dry. To mention, on camera things can look a lot better than in person. So in person, I mean, like, it does look a little bit dry, and in the same time I'm not really happy with the coverage. I just feel like this is something I would not reach for every single day. But let me show you a close-up. For some reason, and correct me if I'm wrong, and if you used this foundation before, this is the version from the UK. I used to use this foundation all the time. This had a lot more coverage, and this is also Maybelline Fit Me, and this is the matte and poreless for oily skin. So I'm not sure what is the difference between this one and where is the other one, the matte version. There you go. So I'm not sure if something in production here is different, but same comes to this one. The coverage is not enough and the finish is very strange, and I think the price on this is 49.90, which is like 50 ringgit, but I think they put this foundation on sale all the time and this is like 40 ringgit. I bought it for 39. So I'm not sure if I would use this all the time. If I could choose between my favorite foundation and this one, I would definitely go with this one, and this one I think is cheaper as well, 39 ringgit. So I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Okay guys, I'm in the car already and I thought I would take you with me. I just really want to try out the new Starbucks. Is it new? The pumpkin latte thingy. So I thought I would take you with me, and we're gonna do this wear test in the meantime. And yeah, let me know if you guys try this new Starbucks drinks. I'm not sure if it's new, as I said before, but I never tried it before, and this is gonna be my first time, so very excited. Hi, can I please have this new like pumpkin spice latte?
Pumpkin spice latte. You want hot ice or blended one?
Ice please, and also can you make it decaf please?
Sorry, for the pumpkin spice, venti size okay for you?
Just grande please.
Grande. RM1 different only, miss?
Pardon?
RM1 different only.
But I'm not gonna able to finish. They always try to tell me to get the venti, but I never able to finish the venti latte. Let's just quickly do a foundation check while we're waiting in a queue. I think it looks great from this angle, but it does look darker than my neck and my rest of my body. So okay guys, so I got my pumpkin spice latte in ice because it's just so super hot. I didn't know it's actually coming with the cream, and it's on the top, it's coming maybe like chocolate or cinnamon, I'm not sure. I think it's got like a Christmassy vibe. Oh, cinnamon. I love cinnamon so much. That's kind of my favorite. I love it more than chocolate. Wow, that tastes so good, but in the same time I could not tell you what does it taste like. It does have a very strong coffee flavor, cinnamon, some kind of like syrup, but I could really not tell you. It just tastes really nice, like comforting drink. Like if I would order this hot, I could imagine myself in my sofa at Christmas, drinking this, watching movie, having all the Christmas lights, Christmas tree. Yeah, that's tastes so good. And I really love that they already coming with this beautiful Christmas cup, but I know it's only like November, but yeah. Okay, let's get back to the foundation. So in normal lighting, I think it does look nice, natural. Don't forget that I do wear quite a lot of highlighter that I would normally wear, and I look quite bronzy, but look at the difference. That's like the lightest shade. I'm not sure if it's kind of oxidized so far, but I think it does look very nice on the skin. How do I feel when I look close up, not in the camera? It does look dry, so you guys cannot see on the camera. This area here does look dry. So saying that, I would say out of 10 I would give this foundation, myself, I would give 4, just because I don't really like the coverage on it. I don't really like the finish of it. I don't like that they don't have a light enough shade for me. All in all, this is not something I would wear, but let me know what you guys think if you tried this foundation before. I know Alia tried it, and you can go and check her channel out for her opinion. Maybe it's more suitable for Malay skin tones when you wear this kind of yellow undertone shade. So let me know guys what you think, and thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna finish up my pumpkin spice latte and gonna plan for the next few YouTube videos today. So thank you guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel and let me know down below what you guys want to see next, and that's it. Bye.